In this video, I'm going to be showing you guys how you could be able to earn and also get this material called the Crystallization Catalyst extremely fast. You're going to need this material because this will allow you to decrease the capacity for your modules. So for me in this case, whenever you see a green number, that means I decrease the number for that module capacity. As you can see, it is 8 module capacity, but if I were to bring it over here, it would bring it up to 16. So the Crystallization Catalyst resources are going to be extremely good if you are deciding to make a build for a weapon or your Descendant. The cheaper the module costs, the more modules you could be able to put for that weapon or your Descendant. And also, I do want to let you guys know, in order for you to input a Crystallization Catalyst socket, you will need to max out the proficiency level for your weapons, and the max is 40, and also for your Descendant, which the level cap is 40 as well. For the external components, there is a perk that will increase your XP gains for your proficiency levels for your weapons, but there are external components that do have that. So be sure to go for those, and also go for a character XP gain modifier if you do want to use your Crystallization Catalysts on your Descendants as well. So now let me show you guys how to get each and every material for the Crystallization Catalyst. Let's start with the first one called Murky Energy Residue. For this resource, you will need to kill a yellow bar enemy in this mission called the Unknown Laboratory. You can also get this material on this other mission on the sterile land called the Forgottens. I'll show you where they are. The first one is right here. All you would have to do is find that yellow bar enemy, kill him, he'll drop the resource. But I do recommend going for the Unknown Laboratory because this one's a bit quicker. All you would have to do is just run, kill a few enemies, and then find the yellow bar. Once you kill him, reload the mission again, because the boss for the final mission will not give you this material. You can also do this on normal difficulty. This will give you the same amount of materials if you are struggling on the hard mode. So this one is pretty easy to get. So be sure to head to the Echo Swamp on hard mode and go to this outpost and destroy all of the orange pillars to summon a boss. And once he spawns, be sure to kill him and you will have a chance for this material to drop from him. You could also get amorphous patterns from this boss as well. So if you want to get those, then do the Sharon strat. If you do not know how to do the Sharon strat, then click on the top right of the screen for a full guide on how to efficiently get all of the amorphous patterns and also ultimate descendants. Once you kill the boss, fast travel to another area on the map, and then fast travel back to the outpost and rinse and repeat if you do want to decrease the timer for the outpost. If you are doing the Sharon strat, then go for the amorphous 82 material pattern. This one will also give you the ability to open a Crystallization Catalyst blueprint. This one is a 20% chance whenever you open this pattern. So you're basically going for a part for Ultimate Bunny, and you're also going for the Crystallization Catalyst blueprint as well. So it's kind of like killing 2 birds with 1 stone, but it's only for the players that are doing this in hard mode. You could also do the hard intercept bosses if you do want to get another way to get Crystallization Catalyst blueprints, but I think this is way easier and also less stressful. But you can choose either or, intercept the bosses or the outpost. But it's not just this outpost that has this Crystallization Catalyst blueprint. There are other patterns in the game that also do carry that as well. So let's head to the next resource for you to craft the Crystallization Catalyst. This one is called Mixed Energy Residue. To get this resource, you would need to go to the Agna Desert, and you would also need to use this Descendant called Enzo. You would have the ability to increase your resource gains and also unlock the vaults easier. If you want to increase your loot, you would need another person in your team because he has a passive called the Fire Supporter. Efficiency increases when Enzo disarms the security of the encrypted vault, and rewards increase when this happens. To open the vaults, you will need to use a code analyzer. There are normal and hard analyzers. There's 3 rarities: common, rare, and ultra. So in order for you to get these code analyzers, you would need to 1, press your acquisition info, and then you would have to do any of these missions. I did a normal mission to get one of these, and I was like melting everything. So I don't know who I killed, but I think it was a yellow bar enemy. And once he dies, he will drop one of these if you are going for this one in particular. So if you guys are curious to know which ones to go for, all you would have to do is just press the acquisition info and then pick any mission you like, and it would bring you to the one where you need to go. I'm assuming just kill the yellow bar bosses and he will drop one of those vault codes or analyzers. And you can tell if the code analyzers are on hard mode is when they have those red icons on them. So these are the hard modes and these are the normal ones. To find a vault, you will need to press your tab key on keyboard or on your right joystick if you are on controller. While roaming the map, you will hear a high-pitched noise. Be sure to follow it, and you will then stumble upon a vault. Your Descendant would need to face that direction to notify you if that's the correct path. Or you could also see these little holographic squares on the floor. The game is letting you know that there is a nearby vault around you. Now let's head to the last material for you to craft the Crystallization Catalyst. This one, you would need to go to the White Knight Gulch, and you could do either of these two missions, but this one, I find it's more efficient, and it's called the Borderline of Truth. This one contains 3 yellow bar bosses, but they will have a chance to drop the blue brain materials between 3 to 5, so roughly around that quantity for this material. But sometimes you are going to be unlucky enough to not get any of these materials when you kill all 3 of them. These missions take like a minute or 2 if you're playing on Bunny, but if you're not, probably like 3 to 5 minutes. So I've been farming this mission non-stop, and I have gotten like 100 plus of these materials. And for the alternate mission, you could also go for this mission called the Triumphal Arc. All you would have to do is run and gun all of the enemies to summon the boss at the end to give you between 3 to 5 of these materials. You could also do this on normal and hard. The amount of materials you get between the two doesn't really matter. They're still the same, so whichever floats your boat. And if you guys are curious to know what I was using when farming this, of course I was using Bunny, and here are the modules that I was using for this farming method. It's not fully completed, but this is what I was using, and also I am going to make a build for Bunny, so be sure to keep an eye on that one. So you guys are kind of seeing like a sneak peek to it. If you found this video helpful or informative, be sure to hit that like button and also subscribe. If you have any questions or concerns about getting any material for this Crystallization Catalyst, feel free to let me know in the comments and I'll try my best to answer it. And if you are one of those people that would like to see a guide on how to get the energy activators, that's what you see here. I have 4 out of 1. Feel free to let me know in the comments as well, and I'll try my best to make a video as soon as possible if you guys are interested in getting these energy activators. And if you really want me to make a video on how to get all of these energy activators, consider subscribing and hit that like button.